Alright, how you guys doing? I am back uploading, yes. I am still working on CME, surprisingly not. Unfortunately, I've had to do this a couple of times due to, let's say, circumstances, i.e. Slade being a dick. But I have a little bit of progress going on with CME. So the way I'm doing this and developing this is going to be different than the way I did it with the 2018 build. Because the 2018 and the story behind that is basically, I kind of rushed it. It was kind of rushed, and as a result, there was a shitload of bugs in there, and just general things that basically unbelied a good mod, basically. Like, it was fucking broken by all accounts. You know, some of the shit was just way too overpowered. Some of the effects didn't even work properly. And somehow the video I did actually showing off the weapons actually has like 30k views, which I'm kind of surprised with. The primary way I assumed that happened was probably because people were looking at the weapons for Project Brutality, because there's a video on the Project Brutality 3.0 weapons that currently is sitting at 800,000 views right now. And or somebody searched up for the Insanity's Brutality Weapons video that used to be up, and I actually used to like that video a lot because it was really fun. And I actually kind of similarly structured that video, like my video after that one, the one by Doom Guy 5th, and I actually, on the updated weapons video, you know, the one I'm going to do when CME is actually done, I'm going to have it similar the same way, but this time I'm going to have captions and basically everything like that on top of it, so it's not going to be just like you see the weapons and then like the sound, because the video I did on the weapons themselves were actually kind of unprofessional as well, so I'm going to definitely do a lot better on that. I actually might do some commentary as well. It all depends on what I feel is the best, but for some reason that video that Doom Guy 5th uploaded is gone because his whole channel is gone, which kind of sucks, but I've made some basic little progress, and I'll just show you guys here. So, at the start menu, you know, we kind of still have the Brutal Doom V20 graphic. I am basing this off of Brutal Doom V20, because that one I feel is the most stable, because V21 does have a little bit of some bugs in it, so I don't feel comfortable basing it off that, just necessarily. But as you can see, there's like a kind of a menu that you can go into, kind of like in Project Brutality. And here I have some basic options, so the blood, you know, if you want to enable blood, the blood amount, the janitor, the shotgun strap physics, if you want that. I also have the HUDs, and so far I have just a Brutal Doom simple 16:9 and 4:3, so that depends on your aspect ratio. And I have the vanilla tag stuck in here, as well as the enemy presentation. This menu is going to be a lot more expansive when the actual product comes out, because I just have some basic stuff right now. And then in terms of level, just the decorative objects, I am heavily considering adding the map enhancement script from V21 in, but that'll probably be the very last thing, because in order to do that, I need to first add the monsters and objects from Brutal Doom V21 before I can add any MES, otherwise they're just going to end up being a bunch of script errors. That was also another thing that's, you know, kind of bad about the old CME build, is that it has a lot of startup errors, so much so that it actually took 20 to 30 seconds, you know, for it to start up. So that's not going to be there when the final product is done. And I am using, as you can see in the corner, GZ Doom 2.1.0. I'm going to make this version that first comes out Xandronum compatible, and then when Project Brutality 3.0 is finally finished, that's when I'm going to add that one, and that one, of course, will be GZ Doom compatible only, because Project Brutality 3.0 at this point is GZ Doom exclusive until like Xandronum gets updated, which I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. But in terms of gameplay, like I have these 4 classes done. So Brutal Doom V19, I have the weapons and stuff like that done so far. I'm in the middle of V20 Modern, like the normal V20, and then we obviously have V20B Modern and Classic. So basically, there's not a whole lot that's done right now. Just basically these 4 classes are the main classes. The way I'm structuring this first is I'm going to do all the weapons first for each of these classes, and then I'm going to have it to where when you start the game up, you're actually going to have the monsters, objects, and items from that game mode. For example, if you start with V19, you're going to have the V19 monsters and the V19 objects, and the monster behavior will be using the monster decorate, basically. So whatever the decorate is for that monster, for example. So let's say you started up V20B, then you'll have the V20B zombie men, for example, that'll act the ways the V20B monster zombies work. You know, they're doing a little fire, the rifles and stuff like that. But let's say, hypothetically, you go to V19, and in V19, the zombies behave differently because they only do single shots in V19 because that's the way they had them, Sergeant Mark had them back then. So that's the way they're going to behave. Basically like that. And then when CME comes around, like the main CME class, I'm going to have I kind of opportunity like menu here where you can adjust the spawns. So that's basically some of the plans I wanted to talk about. But outside of that, there's not like really a whole lot yet. But I just wanted to let you guys know that yes, I am still working on this. It's coming slow because obviously I have real life stuff like that. And sometimes it is kind of hard to do this because some of the errors that happen just are kind of confusing. But I'm still working on it, and I'll eventually be done with it. I don't have a set due date yet. I'm not gonna lie to you guys and give you a set due date because I don't want to disappoint you guys like that. And I'm not gonna rush myself like I did with the previous CME because that just led to it being overall a bad mod. So with that in mind, see you guys later. And yes, I am still working on this.